Hi everyone, and welcome to today's yoga class to release stress and anxiety. This class is not a traditional yin yoga class, but we will move more slowly and move gently to really let go of stress. So let's get started in a seated position on your mat. You can cross your legs in front of you. If this doesn't feel comfortable for you, you can sit on a block or bolster to lift up your hips a little bit. That makes it easier to open up here. Then let's take a few deep breaths together. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, open your mouth and let it go. Two more like this. Inhale. And exhale. Last one, in through the nose. And exhale with the sound. Great. We start with a gentle twist. Bring your right hand on your left knee. Bring your left hand behind you. Lift your chest up and exhale, twist to the left side. Relax your shoulders here and only twist gently. We're just starting our practice, and it's okay if you can't twist as far as you can twist when we do a pose like this later in class. Then gently come back to center, but leave your right hand on your left knee, with your legs come up and over to the right side to open up your ribcage here. Maybe you can look up to the ceiling. Great. Then bring your left hand down on your right knee and we twist to the other side. Inhale to lift your chest up. Make yourself long. Exhale to twist. Relax your shoulders here. And keep your jaw and your tongue and all the muscles in your face relaxed. Then slowly come back to center. Keep the left hand on the right knee. Reach the right arm up and over to the left side. Reach up. Roll your ribcage open. Great. Maybe you can look up to the ceiling and feel this really nice stretch on the right side of your torso. And relax both of your hands down. Our next pose will be a child's pose. And from child's pose, we will move to Cobra pose. So come to child's pose more at the end of your mat. Keep your knees hip width apart, so don't spread them out. And then come forward to your child's pose. You can relax your head down on the mat or keep it up, just where it feels good. We take a moment here to relax and let go of all the stress that we are holding in our shoulders and in our back. Just let it melt down into the mat. Then slowly lift up, round your spine, let your head hang heavy, move forward And slowly come to a Cobra pose where you lift your chest up and look up. Great. Your hands are below your elbows. And you have this back bend in your spine. And we move back to child's pose just for a moment. And we make this into a dynamic movement. So come forward to your Cobra pose, look up, smile, and move back to child's pose. 2 more like this in your own pace. Inhale to round your spine, move forward, then look up to Cobra and move back to child's pose. 1 more. And come back to your child's pose. Take 1 moment here to inhale and exhale. Then tuck your toes under and lift your hips up high and come to downward facing dog. Spend some time here to warm up. Bend 1 knee and then the other. Walk your dog here. Really take some time to check in with your body and notice how you feel today. Then look between your hands. Step the right foot forward in between your hands. Stay on your toes here. And in this high lunge, start to move forward and back to open up your hips. You can stay on your fingertips, keep your chest open and your shoulders relaxed. Gently gaze a few inches in front of your mat and continue to move forward and back. Great. Then ground both of your hands down, step back to downward facing dog. 1 deep breath here, in and out. And step the left foot forward and come to the slow lunge on the other side and move back and forth. Really gently and slowly. We only do this to open up the hips, but in a really gentle and nourishing way today. Then ground both of your hands down again. Step back to downward facing dog. 1 deep breath. Then look between your hands and walk your feet forward, that you come to a forward bend here. Grab opposite elbows, bring your feet hip width apart, and let your head hang heavy. This is my favorite pose to relax after a stressful day. When I stay long in this pose, I really feel how the stress is melting down and coming out of my body, and how my whole spine and shoulders start to relax. Long, deep breaths here, in and out. Then let go of your elbows and slowly, with a gentle bend in your knee, roll up to standing. Roll your shoulders back and bring your head up last. And come to mountain pose here. Let's try to relax our shoulders here a little more. Bring your shoulders up to your ears, squeeze them up, and then roll them back and down. Let's do this 2 more times. Inhale to squeeze them up, and roll them back and down. Last one, bring your shoulders up to your ears as far as you can, and roll them slowly back and down your spine. Open your chest to mountain pose. And from here we slowly start to roll down. This time we start with the head, so let your head hang heavy and start to round your shoulders and slowly, vertebra by vertebra, roll down to your forward bend until your hands come down on the floor. If they don't come down, bend your knees, ground your hands down, and step back to downward facing dog. Our next pose will be pigeon pose. So with your next inhale, bring the right knee forward, bring it down on the mat behind your right wrist. Extend the left leg behind you. With your inhale, make yourself long. Open the chest. Find stability in your lower body here. If you want a block under your hip, that's great. Or you can bring a block right in front of you. And then you can rest your head down on the mat or on a block. With each exhale, sink deeper and deeper into the pose. Let go of any tension in your hips and relax your shoulders and the spot between your shoulder blades. Then slowly come back up and gently make your way back to downward facing dog. Let's take one deep breath here together. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And then find your pigeon pose on the other side. Make sure that your knee is more on the outside of the mat. Extend your leg behind you. Maybe gaze to the back, that you see that your leg is really extended in the center of the mat. And then slowly lower your torso down. And it's okay if you want to stay up here or even here. Whatever feels good for you today. But if you feel open, you can lower your head down on the mat and fully relax into this pose. And slowly come back up. We come back to downward facing dog one more time. One more deep breath together, in and out. Then lower your knees down and come laying down on your back. Bring your knees into your chest first. You can stay here in this wind relieving pose. Or if you want to stretch your hips open a little more, you can reach for your feet from the outside. Bring your feet up and then pull them down to a happy baby pose. Maybe swing from left to right. Having fun and trying something new always helps us to deal with stress. Then come back to center. Bring your knees back into your chest to wind relieving pose. Extend one leg to the front. Maybe start with your right leg to the front. Extend your left leg out to the side. And then let's do a supine twist. So bring your left knee over to the right side. Keep both of your shoulders on your mat. You can gaze up to the ceiling or over to your left fingertips. Take deep belly breaths here. Then come back to center. Bring both knees into your chest again. Extend the other leg out, the left leg this time. Bring your right arm next to you and bring the right knee over to the left side. Then come back to center. Bring both knees into your chest one more time. Lift your head up and bring your nose to your knees. One more deep breath in. And exhale, extend your arms and your legs. And come to our final resting pose. Let your legs and your arms get heavy. And notice how they get one with the mat. How you get heavier and heavier with each exhale. How you get more relaxed with every breath that you take. Shavasana. slowly start to wiggle your toes and your fingers. Extend your arms over your head and stretch from your fingertips to your toes. Make yourself long and then roll over to one side. Take one more breath here. And come up to a seated position. Bring your hands to a prayer in front of your heart. Thanks for practicing with me today. Namaste.